marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there at 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Out route to Hill, complete. Down the left sideline. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a first touchdown of the Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Steelers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
50, green. Drill green.
To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, no. His first throw of the Super Bowl is intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, 29 yards. And the Steelers will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. now set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Red, 38. Hey, blue. 6, Madden. Blue, striker. Yellow, zoom.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Smash, red. Go red. Claws red. Yes, go pink. Hey, red.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
10 black. Blaster, 6. Ready.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick.
But it's certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
Hey. 50 Bobcats. 50 Bobcats.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
They'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard
45. White. Hut, hut.
Here's Love. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Pat Surtain. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Come on, come on. Set.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught right side. It's Warren. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
It's now second and 6.
Seven Pirates. Let's go now.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And out of bounds right around the 20. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw now on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
8-yard line.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Christian Watson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it is 28-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Red, yellow. Ready. Needle blue. Yellow. 43. Ready.
Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Black, yellow. 22.
Now Love. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here.
Blaster, 6. Fury, yellow. Set.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Pitch and catch to Wilson. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL with just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of 1 quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
White, here we go, set. Blue, 30, slice blue. 6, mega. Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down.
Here we go. Red, 38. Red, yellow, ready.
Going back to Love. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Hurry.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
At the 30-yard line.
Green Jack. Claws red. Black Ultra. Hut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he finds Austin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Falcons.
Red, cycle. Steel, black, blaster,
48-yard line.
Love from the gun. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Black 40. Black shot. Fury. Yellow. Sand.
Love now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
The Steelers' 34-yard line.
slice, blue. Set, hut.
Love looking to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Let's go now. 60 red. Smash, red. Hut, hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Let's go. 45, white. Hut, hut.
On 4th down, Love. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
18 rattling.
They'll drop to throw. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Ready, break.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Let's go now.
Back to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. Look at the big man rumble. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Steelers continue to look good here in the 1st half of this Super Bowl. Boswell good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this 1st half.
Falcons, nothing. Chris Boswell in the game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Down. 52 blue. Claws red. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Complete to Austin here over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He's got his target. That's complete. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Love. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Ready. Set, punt. Set, go.
Throwing. Love. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. That is caught. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 59 yards. And the Falcons take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you go and work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down in the yard.
Get it. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. He's into space past the 25. Now he's into the clear again. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Evan Ingram with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Steelers are starting to pour it on to the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Boswell for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Steelers 48, Falcons 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Set.
Final play of the half. Love. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And just shutting it off there. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
If there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Third down and 13.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Drill green. Claws red. White, white. Blaster, 6. Hut, hut.
Love. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
33.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Okay,
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Evan Ingram with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Steelers 55, Falcons 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Yellow, 43. Set.
Now Love. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of the game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground. Complete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70.
Over midfield and into Falcon territory. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And the Steelers first down. A gain of 7.
Mustang 19.
And the
Back to
Steelers
60.
first down.
Back to 60. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 19, Charger, 19.
Hill going to go in motion right. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the 4th quarter, which is coming up next. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. In motion, Hill.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Steelers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Boswell for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
62, Falcons 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory. Still on his feet, and he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Here we go. 10 black, claws red. Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Short throw caught by Pitts. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Love now. That's going to be caught by Waddle. It'll be a gain of just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready, ready. Blue 30 set.
Again, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
60 red. 60 red. Red, cycle. Cut.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw here. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 28 yards. And the Steelers just continue to roll. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they're on 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Mega. Come on, set. 33, yellow. Steel, black. Set, go.
To throw now, here's Love. And he finds Austin complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Smash, red. Set.
Firing quickly out wide as well. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Claws right. Here we go. Set, hut.
Play fake. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
52 blue. Ready?
Love looking to throw it. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Green Jack. Down. Hut, hut.
Here's Love. He's got room to roam. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Here we go. Set.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison and the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You will call them on. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Bronco 80. Warrior 70. Steady.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better